If you're a big fan of Mike Flanagan, these horror TV shows are great picks. Flanagan's Netflix horror shows prove he has a singular talent for creepy storytelling combined with heartfelt moments and riveting character development. From The Haunting of Hill House's epic jump scare to The Midnight Club's lesson in accepting death, these series are must-watches at Halloween and year-round. Whether a thriller about adults wrestling with a horrifying and traumatic teenage experience or an excellent anthology series, these horror shows have a lot in common with Flanagan's work since they have emotional centers and nuanced characters. They'll definitely appeal to those who enjoy his streaming series. Buffy the Vampire Slayer, 1997 to 2003. Midnight Mass's vampire-like creatures might not be the big bad villains of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, but both shows tell an excellent vampire story that focuses on the growth of the main characters as much as the compelling monsters. Flanagan's 2019 Netflix series and Buffy are also both set in small towns where people are faced with evil they never could have imagined. And it's equally fun and terrifying watching some of the Crockett Island residents band together to try to survive, much like we love the teamwork of Buffy Summers, Sarah Michelle Gellar, and her Scooby Gang. After watching Flanagan's special knack for adding emotion to scary stories, you'll appreciate the devastating moments on Buffy, including when Buffy grieves the loss of her mother Joyce, Christine Sutherland, in The Body. Hemlock Grove, 2013 to 2015. This early Netflix horror show has paranormal elements, a creepy small town, and several murders. All of Flanagan's streaming shows focus on characters dealing with death, and the people living in Hemlock Grove are just as disturbed and haunted by this concept. While Hemlock Grove has 3 seasons and therefore isn't an anthology, it's perfect if you love Flanagan's succinct approach to storytelling since each season only has 10 or 13 episodes. Although Hemlock Grove didn't get a season 4, it still makes for a fun and frightening binge watch. The Walking Dead, 2010 to 2022. Mike Flanagan's work might deal with spirits and haunted houses, not zombies, but the emotional nature of The Walking Dead is perfect for fans of his Netflix horror shows. If he ever approached a story about the end of the world, it's easy to imagine it would have as many shocking deaths as the AMC drama. The Walking Dead's focus on character development will also appeal to Flanagan fans. The focus may be on the terror hiding around every corner, and there are plenty of gruesome moments, but the characters are why you keep watching, along with their complex bonds and dynamics. Yellow Jackets, 2021 present. The soccer team on Yellow Jackets is dealing with as much trauma as Mike Flanagan's characters, and the Showtime series' heavy emotional themes will appeal to fans of Hill House, Midnight Mass, The Midnight Club, and The Fall of the House of Usher. If you were impressed by Hill House and House of Usher's use of flashbacks, you'll likely appreciate how Yellow Jackets dives into the past and the present. A rare show will have great flashbacks that are as engaging as the present-day timeline, and that's what you get here. It's enough of a draw to wonder how the girls make it back home, but since Yellow Jackets has several mysteries, like the Antler Queen, Pit Girl, and cannibalism, you can't stop watching. American Horror Stories, 2021 to 2024. Mike Flanagan has made some of the best horror anthology series, and when we get to the end of Hill House or Midnight Mass, we know we've witnessed an epic storytelling accomplishment. You'll likely also become invested in Ryan Murphy's anthology American Horror Stories, which tells a new tale in each episode. The beauty of this particular series is how much variety there is, so there's something for every horror fan. If you like haunted house movies, Season 1's first 2 episodes are set at Murder House from American Horror Story Season 1. Other great episodes are about a dangerous hospital, a deadly tapeworm, and the famous Bloody Mary urban legend. Chucky, 2021 to 2024. The killer doll in the Child's Play movies is iconic, so was it really necessary to bring him to the small screen? The sci-fi series Chucky is solid, scary, and fun, so the answer is definitely yes. And, like The Haunting of Hill House, Chucky treats its child characters with as much care and respect as the adults. It's particularly compelling to watch the power the doll has over young Caroline Cross, Corina London Batrick, as it drives home how dangerous he is. The series also delves into the trauma Jake Wheeler, Zachary Arthur, feels over the death of his dad, much like how Hill House and the Midnight Club expertly handle grief. Supernatural, 2005 to 2020. The story of brothers Sam, Jared Padalecki, and Dean Winchester, Jensen Ackles, may be about road trips, searching for paranormal creatures, and having some fun along the way, but is also a story about childhood wounds, family ties, and emotions. These themes all come up in Mike Flanagan's work, and Supernatural will be a great binge watch for anyone looking for more of this kind of storytelling. Throughout their journey, Sam and Dean grieve the loss of their mother, Mary, Samantha A. Smith, and also want to find out more about their parents' lives. This ensures that even the most entertaining episodes, or the ones that would be considered filler, are still somewhat meaningful and sad. Castle Rock, 2018 to 2019. Mike Flanagan's stories have been compared to Stephen King, which has allowed his career to come full circle since Flanagan is a huge fan of the horror author and is working on TV adaptations of Carrie and the lengthy The Dark Tower. Watching Castle Rock is a natural next step if you've gotten through Flanagan's Netflix catalog. The two-season Hulu series brings several of King's settings and characters to the small screen, including Shawshank State Prison and Misery character Annie Wilkes, Lizzie Kaplan. Castle Rock is a fun ride if you're familiar with King's work and if you love Flanagan's emotional approach to the horror genre. Sissy Spacek plays Ruth Deaver, who is having a tough time with complexity. The Twilight Zone, 1959 to 1964. If Mike Flanagan's horror anthology shows have impressed us in the past few years, it's time to go back to Rod Serling's beloved anthology, The Twilight Zone. Each Twilight Zone episode still has the power to unsettle us and make us think carefully about the world around us, even all these decades later. Episodes about characters finding doppelgangers, traveling to space, and the famous Nightmare at 20,000 Feet, featuring a creepy plane ride, and starring William Shatner, are as interesting today as ever. If you like the scary stories that the teenagers tell at Brightcliff Mansion in the Midnight Club, you'll appreciate the Twilight Zone's unnerving tone and smart twists. Archive 81, 2022. Mike Flanagan's horror shows have one main thing in common, an eerie tone that never lets up. The same is true of the one-season Netflix series Archive 81, which dives into the strange experiences of archivist Dan Turner, Mahmouda Athey.